Structure and discipline is what it takes in your fitness and in your life in order to get to that next level that you're seeking. Right? If you are lacking in your fitness, which so many men are, you don't have shit. You have all the money in the world and you don't have shit. But if you don't even have your health, I'm doubting that your business is really taking off, or your job, or whatever. You feel stuck. You need to level up in your fitness. That is the basis of your entire life, is your body. That is the one thing that God gave you. The one thing to actually manifest the stuff that you want out of this world. I want to talk about that today. Why you should even listen to me? Well, I rebuilt my physique from a skinny, weak kid that was overran by bad habits into a man who is in the best shape of his life, continues to push. And I've dropped all my bad vices, especially coming out of that ACL injury a couple of years ago. It was awful. Now we're here. And I want to teach you how to do the same thing for men that were in my position. Maybe you didn't have an ACL injury, but bro, if you are overran with bad habits, if you are lacking in your fitness, which so many men are, and you want to level up, this video is for you. I'm going to go into that, how structure and discipline has helped me get through that. First things first, bro. You understand that you want to get better, and you understand that you're not where you want to be. You need to ask yourself, what has you so comfortable? What has you so comfortable? Where in your life do you know you are lacking? What habit is keeping you satisfied? Where is your standard? And these are all questions that I want you to be thinking about during this video. If you don't understand yourself, that's where we start. That's where you need to start. Because if you kept a profile on yourself and you kept reviewing yourself and you understood yourself, kind of like the FBI understands their criminals that they're searching, you need to have that shit dialed. What do you run to? What are the vices that you go to? What are your habits that you run to? Where are you lacking in your life? And then once you do, you apply structure in those areas. You apply discipline in those areas to remove the ones that you don't want. And you input the inputs that you do want. The outcomes that you do want. Right? Are a result of the things that you remove and the things that you put in. Every single day. There was a time where I was overran by bad vices. I was overran by, just negative thinking. And I couldn't get out of my own fucking way. I would sleep in constantly and it would be so fucking annoying. I would constantly run to that vice. I would smoke a bunch of fucking weed and hit the dab pen and I'd buy it again and again. Then I would drink sometimes and then I would take some fucking psychedelics sometimes. And it was like I was seeking a void to fill myself. I was seeking for comfort, dude. That's what I was seeking for. My standard was so fucking low. I grabbed my instant gratification and I ran with it every fucking day. I didn't raise the standard. And it was so easy for me to hit the gym sometimes. It was so easy to me for me to get some six-pack abs because I've always been athletic, but I was overran by these fucking vices. I could eat clean. I could grunt in the gym. That shit's easy, bro. If you can't even do that, what the fuck? Bro, that was so easy for me. And it's easy for anybody, bro. I swear, if you can't grunt and lift heavy weights as a man and then eat clean, what are you doing? Where is your mind? What are you running to, bro? Because that is the basis, bro. If you don't even have that shit dialed, are you even a man? Are you a man? I don't think you are. If you can't have some muscle, go to the gym, grunt, eat steak and eggs, and fucking like, just be a man. No, you're not. But there's another layer to that. There's another level. That is the fucking basis. It's crazy though. Some people like me, is overran by their vices, is overran by their habits, and they're overran by their own mind and their physicality. They have no control over it. They're obese, they are fat, they are unhealthy, they are disgusting. Right? That is how can you stand yourself? How can you look in the mirror and respect a man like that? You can't. You can't. I knew I couldn't. And it wasn't until last year where I looked at myself in disgust. Right? Every time I would fold into a bad habit, every time I would look at myself in the mirror, I just feel disgusted. Like, bro, what are you doing? And it didn't hit me. It didn't hit me really hard until last year where I had to raise my standard. Right? I was forced to look myself in the mirror and be like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I guess you can look at yourself in the mirror and kind of respect yourself if your standards are so low that you don't even need self-respect. You don't need good habits. You don't need good lifestyle. So you keep yourself protected. Your ego protects you from, I'm okay right where I'm at. No, you're not. No, you're not. And you know this. That's why you're still watching me. The one thing that's going to push you past it, brother, please listen to me. The one thing that's going to push you past all of your bad habits, push you past the lifestyle that you're living, push you into the man you want to become, is raising the bar, raising the standard, and applying structure and discipline to meet that standard. That is where the magic happens. This feels great, right? You're watching me, you're watching my videos, watching my content, watching that guy. You're getting motivated, right? You're getting motivated. Motivation ain't shit, brother. It ain't shit. Think I was motivated at 5:30 a.m. this morning? Fuck no, bro. I wanted to stay in bed so bad. I got up anyways. You think I'm motivated to not run back to my habits? Fuck no, bro. I want to go back every single day. I want to smoke weed every single day. I want to go and indulge my flesh every single day. Every fucking day. But it's structure and discipline that keeps me accountable month after month, not year after year. It's been about a year since I really separated, but definitely a good couple months that I've really separated myself from my bad habits. And guess what, bro? There's other actions, there's other disciplines, there's more structure that I can apply into my life still. Right? There's more. And there are people in worse positions than you right now that are working harder than you. They just want it more. It's not motivation, bro. It's a drive. Right? It's a desire. And I believe every man feels that. And if you don't, then you feel empty. That's the only other thing that you can feel. There's a positive and a negative in the world. Not really an in-between. It's like, no, bro, you're fucking numb. You're numb to this shit. You need to raise your standard. You need to stop being a little bitch and raise your standard. You're like, oh, no, that's too much pressure. Don't do that. Bro, that's how I did it. That's how I did it. I had a homie tell me that to my face, like, bro, you need to stop being a little bitch and raise your standard. And you over there negotiating with ChatGPT. I don't know if I could wake up at this time. I don't know if I could do this. Like, bro, tell it what the fuck you're gonna do. Tell yourself what the fuck you're gonna do. Stop negotiating with yourself. You want to get in the best shape of your life that your generation has ever seen, your bloodline has ever seen? Do it. I can't do it because... No, yes, the fuck you can. You're choosing not to. I've created a system called the Forge Method. Forge. Fitness is your foundation. Order your morning. Relentlessly execute on your goals. God over everything and evolve and evaluate. You apply this into your life, bro. I promise you, That is the structure, that is the discipline that I use on a day-by-day basis. You will level up. You will see growth. Stick to it for a year. I swear to God. Stick to it for a year. I'm making content like this every single day. I'm posting once a day for 2026. And that's a whole nother challenge in itself, bro. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I've opened my one-on-one coaching for men who actually want to level up and are serious about this. If you want to get in the best shape of your life through discipline and direction, brother, click the link down below. Or you can slide up on my IG. There's a link down below, or just the handle. Type it in at Aiden Hatchet. But look, bro, I'm going to wrap this video up here. All right, I want to see you win. That's why I'm making these kinds of videos. I want to see you do good. Right? Of course, I want to build my personal brand, but I want to build it around substance. I'm not no fucking TikTok dancer. I don't give a crap about that. There's a battle between good and evil in the world, and that is my motivation. Right? I need to keep leveling myself up so I stay far away from the person I was, and I run to the person who I want to be. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay dangerous. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.